I'm back in another F125. My team here with X-Forming Maserati, and I am stoked to be moving into this. However, one, I'm a long play style kind of person. Not much editing, full race, full practice, or well, full qualifying, part of practice, full team management. So if that's something you're in for, I really appreciate you guys hanging out, and joining me. Uh, and in the last one, we got our best finished yet, with Jack. And in this one, we will be going to Canada, and we've got some upgrades and stuff to do. And we have a little bit longer. So I'm going to be doing this off screen. I'll show you guys when we get done. The thing we will be doing, though, is popping that immediately in. But let me run through all this real quick with you guys, and then and I'll show you where we get to. Messages. One of our drivers was in a podium. We're the worst, one of the worst rated teams in the league, but whatever. Thank you. Heated. Rivalry with the Visa Cash apps has gotten higher, and then our relationship with the title sponsor has significantly strengthened, which is pretty cool. Another thing is owner training wise, it looks like we almost immediately went and got another training point. So I think it was this we wanted to go after because we wanted to try and make more cash. So that's a problem we'll be focusing on here in a bit. And then fan rating, as you can see, for some reason our sentiment is down. I don't know why our sentiment is down, but whatever. I don't exactly know what I did wrong there. Three top 10 finishes. And then research wise, we finished. Which one did we finish? We didn't finish any of them. We just had the ability to go buy one, sorry. Development is still in shambles. This is paused. I don't know why the hell those pause randomly. Whatever. Parts, Oh, companion management. We can do that real quick together. This one's at 51 for Crawford. 60, which definitely means we're gonna go ahead and switch out. I forget what weekend we're on. Those are all good. There's no reason for me to even play that game considering I have, what, 20 something of them. And then for Hadjar, we can take that off. We can take that off, and he can just accept penalties for all I care. That one can wait a little longer, and that one can wait a little longer. It was just that part, right? So let me go look real quick. 51. What race are we on? Nope. 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 Yes. Results. Season. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We're going into the 10th race out of 24. So that's a little premature for me. Actually, a little bit more than a little bit premature for me. But it's one of those things that our cars are a little older. That one got to 55 on 300 and something laps. So we're going to go ahead and just fit this part. We can always either go back or we can just accept a penalty. Drivers, workforce, all this is the same. So give me 3 seconds to get everything kind of inputted. I'll show you guys and then we'll do the event. Alright, for this we have our owner training right off the bat, and then we are going to try and hire more people for the engineering facility. Right now our chassis is probably our main focus, so we're going to go ahead and pop this in to try and get it to develop faster. This whole department, it kind of just sucks, to be honest with you. Anyways, just the engineering one alone. For the what is this one? People, I don't remember. Anyways, we're gonna try and increase the morale of chassis to hopefully combatant this one, and then we're gonna work on perception. And then here we're gonna lower costs, and then try and find another secondary sponsor. For right the second. For the team owner, we're going to wait 3 days before we get into that. And then for the engineering department, we are going to develop inside the chassis the recommended one of the Monaco structure. I believe it is a major component. It's got a little teeny tiny discount, and hopefully it'll be ready by not this Grand Prix, but the next one. And then last but not least, we are going to look here. So opening it up right now, we have 3 things that I really want to go after. One, the expansion of the powertrain, which I think is the one that makes the most sense to go after because our powertrain has been limited and we can't upgrade anymore here. However, the secondary ones is if we went here, we could get 2 upgrades in engineering at a time, which honestly, based on the amount of money we make, is useless. Or option 3, we go after the secondary sponsor's income, trying to make more money off the car. Or the merchandising department. So after doing the math, this 2% only takes me up $19,000. This 5% takes me up $20,000. And that's not based on the actual number. That's just the reoccurring number. The actual number says it's 500, which means it should take me up by even more. This one just allows me to do 2, and I can't afford to do 2. And then the engineering breakthrough for the powertrain is nice, but I don't even have the things, the research points to develop it. So here it says we get another income check coming in on the 9th. So what I'm gonna do is I'm actually going to risk biscuits here, go after the secondary income from this one, and I'll wait until I get more money to do any upgrades to the cars or whatever. I think is the best option. I could be wrong, but we'll find out the hard way. Anyways, let's hop into this corporate facility. We have a meeting that they want us to attend. Oh. Media coverage. Does that fix my fan rating problem? Because no, they still don't like me. What the fuck did we do wrong, man? I don't understand your problem.
Chief, I must remind you that we have parts fully researched that are waiting for development. Let's get that performed.
Okay, I'm sorry I didn't let him finish talking. Now, would you tell me what's going on? Because it says it's paused. Oh, you know what? I think I have no idea what to think. I also don't love how quickly we jumped up, and I also don't love that Red Bull is now the fastest car. Whatever. Whatever. At this rate, I'm gonna have to, like, I don't even know.
Been chatting with some of the team. They feel our rivalry is getting a bit more heated. I'll keep you up to date on how it's all going.
Okay. Well, first things first. Can we do this yet? No, it is still taking its sweet old time. Okay. How much longer? It says it's done. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. Development. Boosted. Love it. And that one failed. So looking at it, I think we already have this on the other car. Though we don't have any money to actually upgrade it anyways, but let's go see if the ICE improvement materials is already on. Nope, that is the wrong button. That's also the wrong button. Has McLaren just not upgraded at all yet? No, they haven't, of course. I sign upgrades. There we go. You already have it. So when we get the money, we're not gonna put anything into that one. We're gonna go straight after the MGK or MGUK. So, but first we need to advance one day. Oh. Can I now? Thank you. Now it should take 4 days and we can earn 5,000. We definitely want that. We can go to activities. Now the problem is this one's active and I can't take it off. So we're gonna end up just sitting there holding it because I didn't think of it. However, I feel like hiring more into the engineering department makes sense. So, hey, we spent more money. We can't do anything with that. We need to just sim to the 9th.
Unfortunately, it looks like a part we were developing has failed. I'm sorry to say we will need to revisit the development area and redevelop it. Sorry, Chief.
It's fine. To be honest with you, it's one of those things I kind of expected. But we can give this to Crawford. And we can give this to Crawford. And we... Oh, they jumped up a little bit. Okay, that's cool. Williams is now above the Aston Martins. Huh. Oi. Probably should look at increasing that again. So I have things to think about here, right? I can either A, try and spend money here with all these parts that I now have to do. Or I can go into the facility improvements and try and upgrade here. What to do. This one says its powertrain is 800. So let's go to development. I don't care about this. I don't care about this. I do care about this. MGUK and MGUH. Which one is my cars struggling with more? MGUK and H. Crawford's great on that one. The heat one is worse, so let's go after the heat part. Where is heat? U. Develop. Okay. Now I think I have enough to additionally try and do 1 or 2 upgrades for floor stiffening, or do I want to go let's do you. And then I messed up. I should have went the ECU. And I should have done that because then I could have gotten more things with the money I had. Oi. Powertrain only has these 2 sitting here. We are gonna actually, instead of working on getting more powertrain parts, we're gonna go ahead and grab the floor stiffening for Hadjar. Cool. And then we're gonna save the rest of our money. And I believe with as much being said, we can go ahead and sim straight up to the Canadian Grand Prix. Yep. Yep. Bunch of activities got completed, and then engineering, the only thing is it's just sitting there wanting me to do another upgrade in the chassis, and I'd rather just twiddle my thumbs for the time being. Last two things I wanted to show you before we head off to the race was Crawford and Hadjar are both getting closer. They're about, Crawford's halfway, and then Dennis is about 1/3 of the way. And then Maloney is almost at the first option. And Behrman is about 2/3 of the way for the first one. I really don't think we're going to get Behrman, but also at this point, nobody's changing, nobody's developing. Maybe they are actually, and it just doesn't show you. Because it looks like Leclerc. Are they upgrading? Has Leclerc gotten better? The banana Leclerc. I don't know. You know, I actually want to go look at the first video and see if anybody's improving. Especially my drivers. So yeah, give me a second. I'm gonna go look at that real quick. But the other thing I wanted to show you was the workforce. We did a big hiring thing escapade right here. It didn't give us much. We're still behind on that one, and then hiring is paused there because we're maxed out. So yeah, let me go look and see if the drivers are improving real quick. I'm not sure they are. Okay, so I just went back and looked, and it appears that they are changing, but so ever slightly. Jack Crawford, when I first picked him up, looking at the first video, was 40 in experience, 67 in racecraft, 64 in awareness, 68 in pace, and 72 in focus. And if we look at his new numbers, he's went up one whole number in experience, one whole number in racecraft, one whole number in awareness, and one whole number in pace. And as for Hadjar was actually a 65 when I got him, and he's went up one in experience, one in racecraft, one in awareness, and he's the exact same in pace. And he's dropped in focus. So I want to look and see if these guys are developing as well, because I think Banana Leclerc is definitely developed. I don't think he was a 93 when we started. I think he was like an 80. Yeah, so looking at it, things have changed just a little bit, but not by much. I mean, they've gone up like one or two, or down one. No, sorry, they've gone up one, or they've gone down one, or they've stayed the same. That's pretty much the gist. So, it looks like they are changing, but just not with much fluidity. But other than that, I think it's time for us to go ahead and get straight into the race weekend here in Canada. Alright, we are going to be taking Jack once more. I do like driving here in Canada. So, we're going to give it our best. I've got the thing set 5 points over the difficulty rating that I just picked up in our time trials. And with that, additionally, we have messages. I'm pretty sure those were all fitted last time. That's fine. Regular old thing. And then there is a chance that it'll rain at the beginning of the race, and a smaller chance that it'll rain during qualifying. And we can go ahead and get straight to practice. I'll do the little load screen, and then you'll see me come race strategy. But yeah, I do love the
well,
Canada's
hello and
track.
welcome to Montreal. Welcome to Canada, the home of the Villeneuve's father and son, and today the home of free practice.
The home of free practice. All right. I will see you guys at race strategy. It's time for us to hit the race strategy, but I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I'm struggling with this practice programs. I had to rewind a few times just to get the qualifying one. So we'll see how that goes. But we'll give it everything. And it's crazy too, cause it's like, oh, I'm first in practice, but it don't make no sense. It's the acceleration that I have the biggest problem with. I don't get onto the gas soon enough. And I don't have the downforce that everybody else has. It's just I gotta find that little keyshow or a piece of momentum, the very last little section before I can press all the way down. But softs definitely aren't the tire of choice. I don't think. I'm not sure. It's like I read all the brake late, trail braking crap, but I can't quite get out of the turn as fast when I don't brake soon enough. Maybe I am trail braking though, but I mean, like, I'm still only top 80, top 80,000 in the like leaderboards for like overall times, which is still recommending me to be down here in the 80s or up, yeah, overall, or like difficulties. So like, I don't know, man. And it could very well just be my setup. I mean, I am using the G229, which is not the best. And I'm using the a desk that's like an IKEA desk, so it's light. So if I turn too hard, my desk moves. If I push on the steering wheel, my desk moves. And then I'm sitting in a chair, like not a chair like you would sit in, like a chair you'd put in your living room, like a living room, but one of the square IKEA ones, the really cheap ones. You know what I'm talking about? But if I can beat this one, it should be the first race program or strategy I've beat since in 3 episodes. This is the 3rd one. There's just so much extra room at the end of my pedal that I press that's not necessary. Like the last inch is like 3 inches long. I went too deep. I also have to remember fast is smooth and smooth is fast. I got that from oh, what's his name? The guy that used to play Call of Duty that now plays every Steam game you can think of. I don't even remember. T-Mart. Oh my god, why couldn't I not think of that? T-Mart practically does the kind of style games I want to play, but he edits and I don't edit. And he has a massive following from his Call of Duty competition days, but anyways, as soon as we get to the next long straight, I'm probably gonna cut out and you'll see me at Quali. Okay, practice is officially over. It looks like we got another 400, whatever those points are called that I can't ever remember the name of. And I just finished the time trials, and it jumped me by 8 compared to what I was doing. And if I wouldn't have got a penalty, I would have jumped even more than that. So, difficulty is about to go up quite a bit. This is definitely going to be the hardest race that I've done so far. Qualifying is actually going to be on Legend, which is the hardest difficulty that I've ever done. Oh, is it Legend? Yeah, Legend. So, that'll be the hardest difficulty I've ever done anything on. But I don't think the race is going to be on Legend. Right now, I'm
Welcome
7
back,
points up.
everybody. We're here in Canada at the wonderful Circuit Gilles Villeneuve. Who's going to come out fastest of all in the next hour? Yes, it's time for qualifying.
Yes, yes it is. There's no reason to sit there. There's nothing to really... Actually, real quick, since it doesn't really matter anyways. What are we? Okay. Let's get on it. Flying lap. Even though flying laps take a fucking year and a half to get out there. Alright. I'm a bit nervous just because the downforce on this car doesn't particularly love me trying to accelerate heavy out of the track or out of the out of turns. So I'm afraid that even though my difficulty's way up there, I'm not gonna be able to perform. But you know, I try to I don't know. We'll see. Oh, we will see. I feel like this is one of those tracks that Jack should do well on. The other one that I'd like to see him do really well on is... Oh shit, I missed my turn. Nope. I'm so busy talking, I'm not actually paying attention. Damn it. Is Texas. I'd like to see him do well on these two tracks. Just because, you know, he's from America. It only feels fitting. Just gonna take it back to the garage. I was gonna try and run, but then I slipped up there, so rather save the tires. We will waste a set. Right now, we are actually doing really well. Never mind. We are kicking this team's butt. Though Hamilton being in the front just doesn't make sense. I really don't get that. Also probably should change the color of our red just to darken it up a little bit. We'll see. I might do that next video. Who's on an outlap? Absolutely nobody. We actually kicked butt. We're sitting in 10th, and I think that is the fastest or highest up we've ever been. So let's boogie scoot here. There goes 6 cars. Who is out there? Is Hadjar finishing his lap or starting it? Finishing it, okay. Yuki jumped up. Or sorry, Albon jumped up. Let's go get it right now. And then we can always come back out one more time. Right there at the end, if we can make it. I don't think we'll be able to, but
We've dropped to P11.
my DRS just broke.
Your DRS is unavailable. The rear wing is down, so you can stay out while we work on a fix.
That was... Why the fuck would I go out there if my DRS is broken? Like, come on, team. Fuck's sakes. That's so irritating. So irritating. I'm currently pissed. It's fine. I don't know.
We've had to spend time repairing the damage to the car.
Fuck it. I don't know what to do. It's fine. It's 2% where they can use them. They can use them if necessary in the race. If not, I don't need them.
DRS will be offline. There's a fault with the rear wing system. Stay out. We can work on a fix remotely.
How?
We've dropped to P12.
The fuck?
Okay, there's a fault with the DRS. You will not be able to open the rear wing. We're working on a fix. Stay out for now.
I just came in and got it fixed. And on a long straight race, I don't know how the fuck I'm gonna make up enough time.
And that's just 30 seconds left in the session. Okay, there's a fault with the DRS. You will not be able to open the rear wing. We're working on a fix. Stay out for now.
I'm so irritated right now, it's not even funny. Like, I just came back in to get it fixed. And now you're telling me that it's... That's fucked. I'll tell you what. Oh, I got it back open. Oh, we got it back open. It's too late now. It's too late. You didn't open up fast enough. I lost 3 sections. Fuck's sakes, man.
With qualifying complete, all that remains now is the main event. We'll be live and uninterrupted for the Grand Prix tomorrow, so make sure you join us then.
My entire fucking qualifying just got screwed over because my DRS wouldn't open. I should be sitting until that is horrendous. Now I'm going to have to dogfight my way through positions. It's fine. That's... man, I don't even know how to tell you how mad I am. 6 points up on difficulty, and we will be racing a master. And the DRS not opening has just got my blood boiling.
Montreal is not only the second largest French-speaking city in the world, but it's home since 1978 to the Canadian Grand Prix. The name Villeneuve looms large over this one, but who can write their own legends today? With top speeds of around 210 miles per hour heading into the overtaking opportunity of turn 13, the 2.7 miles of the Circuit Gilles Villeneuve are some of the quickest on the Formula One calendar. There are 14 corners in total, with 60% of the lap taken at full throttle, and average speeds clock in at about 130 miles per hour. So with the race not far away from starting, here's what today's grid rundown looks like. An immense lap from Lewis Hamilton yesterday puts him on pole position, edging out Max Verstappen, who'll start from P2. Considering the rest of the grid, we have Piastri, Norris, Esteban Ocon, and Russell, Bortoletto, Sainz, Leclerc, and Yuki Tsunoda, Hülkenberg, Stroll, Isaac Hadjar, and Gasly, Albon, Fernando Alonso, Jack Crawford, and Andrea Kimi Antonelli, Behrman, Colapinto, Hauger, and Liam Lawson rounds off the grid. And now it's time to head down to the track.
Boston was over.
And joining me in the commentary box this afternoon, the First Lady of World Motorsports, Naomi Schiff. Oh, Canada. Oh, Canada. What a track this is. And what a challenge for the drivers this weekend. Long straights, heavy braking zones, and a very green surface to start with.
This happens to be one of the drivers' favourites. It is a low downforce circuit that is fast and flowing, but it is also demanding on the brakes. And be careful, because let's not forget the wall of champions that catches out so many.
What's funny is I still don't even know what that wall is.
I know you're frustrated to be this far back on the grid, but you've got to keep that under control. Keep a cool head and work your way through the field gradually as you go. It's not all going to be won or lost at the first corner.
Yeah, I am actually really frustrated. For the first time ever, I agree with you. I'm going to mess with this. For a bit of tinkering around and touching, I think the best option I have here is to go with this one stop, hards to mediums. So, we're going to rock that, and it looks like we got a tough race out of here. I forgot to press record. Oops. Okay. All right. One really aggressive move to another aggressive move, and we've at least made up what the DRS broke for us. Oh shit. No. Ah, fuck, that sucks. I can't believe qualifying, I still finished at the same time I had the first time. And, oh shit. I only had DRS in one of the 3 long, straight DRS zones.
Okay, DRS is now available.
Will I get to keep that the whole race, though? That's the biggest question. What's really gonna suck is if I fuck this up and have to restart the session. That's my one big, like, bad corner where I tend to fuck up really bad. Oh, that's corner cutting. Cutting corners. Oh, Russell just got sent to the pits. I wonder what happened. Damn it.
You're in the top 10 now. Keep it up.
I bet you the fans will be unhappy because I haven't won a race. Hopefully Banana Leclerc can start making some moves, man. I don't want to pass Banana Leclerc. Also, Lewis Hamilton being in first blows my mind still.
Okay, so we're leading our teammate by 8.3 seconds.
No, my teammate sucks.
No tyre concerns at the moment, just focus on the driving.
I would like to catch Yuki now. Come on. Is Esteban Ocon really in third place? Oh, I thought Verstappen spun out for a second.
Great manoeuvre. You made it look so easy.
Alright, now. Leclerc, will you please overtake Borletto? Gotta try harder than that, Yuke. It's just crazy to start thinking that maybe I should have had the difficulty up in the Masters. But I wouldn't know that because the qualifying didn't work. And Leclerc, can you please get around Borletto?
Okay, this is good. You're catching the car ahead.
When did Yuki get back up here? Hello. Leclerc, make a fucking move. Damn it. See, this is where if Leclerc would just go around Borletto, we wouldn't have this standstill. And if fucking whoever's stuck behind that damn Haas would just go around the Haas, they wouldn't be letting Verstappen and Hamilton just run away. But sadly, the AI in this game just isn't good enough yet to make passes like that. Also, look at how bad Hadjar's doing. The Banana Leclerc got repassed. How did you get repassed, dude? You had the inside line. Somebody just hit the pits.
Dennis is coming in for his stop.
What was he on? Softs? What the fuck? Alright. Leclerc, please, for the love of all things good, get around Borletto.
Okay, gap to the car in front, 2.1 seconds. Gap to your teammate behind, 34.3 seconds.
My teammate sucks. This is when I wish I could just get rid of him mid-season. Like I had a backup driver. Or if they would have just let me pick the drivers I wanted, that'd be nice. Fuck, I'd have took Daniel Ricciardo. Giving him the chance he really deserved.
Leclerc is stopping now.
Good, hopefully that'll kind of screw up Hamilton. And hopefully Ollie will do a little bit better.
Okay, gap to the car ahead, 2.0 seconds.
That was bad. Oh, they're all doing two stops. Oh, let me get out in front of Hamilton. Nope.
Try to stay with them. They might make a mistake and we could still regain the position. Okay, here's the gap that we're trailing the car ahead by. 2.9 seconds. Okay, so we're leading our teammate by 31.2 seconds.
My teammate's in dead last. And there's a guy that pitted twice already. The fans are pissed off with him. That's the problem. I'm having a baby the
Okay,
tire.
safety car deployed. Safety car's been deployed. Watch your delta. Make sure you keep it positive as we catch the pack. Okay, we're more or less into the pit window now. If you want fresh rubber during the safety car, we're ready for you. Copy.
I made a quick decision. Split-second decision. It was either go right now and not have everybody screw me over, or not. And my tires are gone. I think the best thing I could have done there was go mediums. Hope that everybody
Up to
else
speed
pits.
now. Let's get some heat into those tires.
What happened? Why do we have a safety car, by the way? Somebody want to explain? Sorry, I got distracted. My phone buzzed.
This is our true position. We're on the same strategy. They've pitted as well as us, so warm up your tyres and make the most of this stint.
Alright, I need to pay attention. I'm driving like there's a safety car, Delta, but driving fast. I need to be a bit more intelligent. Hoy. Well, because I jumped in immediately, I think that I won't be laps behind everybody. But I don't know where that would have put me if I would have pitted. I don't know. I just don't know if I can make these tires last, you know? Like, I was only supposed to do 20 with the hards.
Right, let's pick up the pace a touch, please. We need to close to within 10 car lengths of the car ahead. Okay, let's catch up to the field a bit. We're dropping too far back. Remember, we need to stay within 10 car lengths of the next car.
I hadn't catch the pack yet.
Okay, that's Bearman ahead. Time last lap, 1:17.6. Okay, the gap is less than a second. Okay, they're on old hard tyres. Their tyres are 5 laps old. We think they've got one more stop.
See, that's what I'm saying, is they got one more stop still on those hards. And I still don't know why we're in a safety car. Somebody's behind my teammate though, so I wonder who it was or what happened. Safety car has to be in this lap.
Okay, let's get ready to go racing again. The safety car is in this lap. When the field accelerates, remember there's no overtaking until the timing line. Safety car in this lap.
Oh my god.
Okay, clear. Gap to your teammate behind, 3.6 seconds. Okay, no issues with tyre wear for now. Keep taking care of them.
No shit. No shit.
Okay, good work. Great pass. Stroll is ahead of you. Okay, keep an eye on that gap ahead, please. 1.3 seconds. They're on old mediums. Their tyres are 5 laps old. We think they've got one more stop. And the time last lap, 1:47.1. Okay, the stewards have now enabled DRS. DRS is now online. Tyre wear rates are lower than we expected. Stay out a little longer if you can. Copy that.
Man, I just had the apex. And I can hear Yuki on the radio just getting ticked. My teammate has just slowed down 3 cars so much, it's uncanny. Okay, I really shouldn't. Go. Damn. Warning. Noted.
Dennis is in the pits. In the pits now. Tyre condition still looking good.
Got a good read on that Vesine. Coin payments. I didn't know where my braking zone was.
We're approaching the pit window and you're going to be on mediums. Okay, clear.
If you let Borletto around you, I'm going around you too. For fuck's sakes. Come on.
Norris just ahead. Push for the position. Time last lap, 1:17.6. Okay, so gap to the car ahead, 1.2 seconds. Okay, they're on old hard tyres. Their tyres are 12 laps old. We think they've got one more stop. Okay, the pit window's open, so let's box this lap. Box this lap.
What?
Okay, Bortoleto just ahead. Let's push. And the time last lap, 1:16.8. And gap to the car in front, 1.6 seconds. Okay, they're on old hard tyres. Their tyres are 12 laps old. We think they've got one more stop. We're falling back by around 1.2 seconds a lap. Come on.
Damn.
Okay, remember to pit this lap.
Oi. Please have a good stop. Please have a good stop. Please have a good stop. Verstappen, run down Hamilton. Oh my god. Terrible stop. Okay.
Pit strategy complete. See these tyres through to the end now. Hulkenberg ahead. Time last lap, 1:15.6. They're on fresh mediums. Their tyres are just one lap old.
Wow. I think I did that without DRS, just saying.
Brilliant, nice move, keep going. Gap to your teammate behind, 9.1 seconds.
Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. No stupid, just straight up aggression. And intelligent. Let me add that in there. Aggressive intelligence. Well, that just fixed the the rivalry, because Hadjar is the only person, or is it to get their first point of the season, they would have had to kept me behind them. But now I'm gonna have to run down Stroll.
Stroll ahead, and the time last lap 1 minute 15.3. Okay, gap ahead 2.2 seconds. They're on old mediums. Their tyres are 5 laps old, and you're closing by 0.4 a lap. Keep it going. No tyre concerns at the moment, just focus on the driving.
The only way this game, our race changes, is if a wreck happens. Otherwise, I'm gonna end at 9th.
The pace is strong, but be aware these tyres need to go the distance.
I have 3 laps. Shut the fuck up. And which sucks is as I was on pace to beat Borletto. And I didn't get the detection again. Nope. I know realistically I'm not actually, but we're pretending like I am scraping those tires on the white line.
The car behind is dropping back by about 0.3 a lap. Well done.
Gut-wrenching to think that Borletto's gonna beat me. It's gut-wrenching to think that I was gonna be higher up than this. Like, not just higher up than Borletto, but like, I mean, I was on pace to beat Norris. I'm still gonna try and run him down, but I'd like to beat Borletto, but I only have 2 laps to do that. And at this point, I would need Borletto to make a mistake more than anything. I wonder if things would have been different if I would have went for the original pit strategy. I don't think they would. I think everybody would have passed me, and then I would have been fucked. And that would be my last rewind.
Okay, mate, this is the final lap of the race. Final lap.
What are the odds you spin, Borletto? Do I make you that nervous? Fuck me. Well, we did everything we could. That's all that matters.
And that's the end of the race. We'll see you in Parc Ferme.
Well, at least we got driver of the day, I guess.
And Lewis Hamilton takes the checkered flag and once again wins.
And it's one thing to win, but to win like that in total dominant style, that was a fantastic drive, and it is not one that we see very often.
It's funny because Ocon never got a podium, but Behrman did. And
Well,
Lewis
it's been a
didn't
long
even
wait
podium.
for many of our drivers, but the wait is always worth it. Bring them out to the awaiting crowd. It's time for our podium celebrations.
But he has now got 3 wins this season, I think.
It's been an absolutely wild weekend of Formula One action, and I can't wait to see what's next.
Alright, well, we should have, in my opinion, had Borletto. However, Borletto had a good pit stop, and we could not capitalize in catching up with them. But we did go 17th to 9th, which is nice. And if we scroll down here, you guys can kind of read through it. Dennis somehow beat both Colapinto and Lawson. How? I have no clue. And then Russell had a DNF. I want to look real quick. Sainz collided with Ocon, and somehow, oh, and it was just a warning. Behrman with Russell, Russell with Behrman, Behrman with Russell, and then Russell finally DNF'd in lap 24. They were like just tapping, and then Russell had to get a ring repaired, and then so did Gasly, and then Behrman. Behrman got screwed then. I was thinking for a second there that my second had to get one as well. Then in that case, Behrman finished where? In 18th with a wing replacement, so I wonder where he would have actually been. This still bothers me. I know we could have done better than that. But, alright, let me grab a thumbnail. Alright, well, as disappointing as that is, let's check the standings real quick. Lando Norris is still on top, followed by Max, Leclerc, and Piastri is falling down, which is pretty much the one person that's the most out of place. Lewis Hamilton should probably just be below Piastri, and Yuki having points at all is kind of crazy. Scrolling down, we are 1 point off of catching up to Albon, and a few points back of Pierre and Hülkenberg. And it looks like Stroll finally got his first point, and I think Borletto picked up. Actually, Borletto did pick up some more. And Hadjar's technically still put in dead last place. And we are slowly catching up to the Alpines. Slowly. Where did the Alpines finish in this race? I don't remember. Hold on. In 17th and 20th, so no points. Okay. Then who? Hold on. Let's tickle the fancy real quick. Pierre Gasly has 19, and then obviously Colapinto has 0. So, realistically, it's going to be Crawford versus Gasly. If we can get against Gasly, then we'll most likely have the Alpine put behind us, which is the only team ahead of us, where Kicksaber has Hülkenberg and Borletto to contend with, which is a little bit more difficult considering all I have is Hadjar, and Hadjar is not going to do shit, so Crawford has to pull all the weight. But let's go ahead and get back to the home screen, hear what they have to say, and then call it a video. Hadjar had some repairs, which cost us about 2K. Did the sentiment get fucking fixed? No. No. Whatever. Whatever. I don't care. I don't care. It's fine. It's fine. Gotta love the fans.
Boss,
Alright.
we've got interest. There's a sponsor looking to work with us.
Perfect. Well, in that case, when we come back, we'll have a sponsor, a little bit of money, and some things to pop into everything. And it also looks like we have a little long weekend here as well, which means we'll get that training in. So pretty exciting stuff, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.